What's the deal, man? Hope everybody well this morning. I hope seeing you slept good last night. You woke up with a good train of thought and you know what I'm saying, with your head on your shoulders the right way. We just here to do the knowledge a little bit. We're gonna exchange some insightful tips and I'm gonna leave y'all alone, right? First things first. Genuinely, I hope everybody is doing well though, man. Mentally, spiritually, physically. Hope your soul is aligned and intact with, the way you would like. If not, my best piece of advice to you is find space. Find a space to, kind of recharge and rebalance those categories in your life, because I know how easy it could be to get away from some of them and venture off and do other things and just, it's real easy to get away from your true self and your calling and your purpose. It is easy to get away from that. So man, if you're at a time in your life and you feel like that's starting to happen to you, use space, from people, items, ideas, things, whatever, could be hindering you or kind of holding you back a little bit. You got to get at some space, and subtract some of that time and be less a part of that life. And you got to go find that space in life or that part of life that's going to allow you to move forward. Even when you falling, right? You get knocked down, it's important that we start falling forward. It's truly important, because for so long, our wave and our cycle has been falling backwards. And sometimes some of us fall backwards and then backwards again, right? So if you're falling, let's work on falling forward. And what that means is, instead of looking at things like losses or big L's, man, take the knowledge, take the experience, take the wisdom that you gain from that fall and use it and critique that shit as to how you can, do with it and go forward. That's falling forward. When you take an L, you take one on the chin, take what you learn from it and apply it to the next step that you take forward. That's, that's essentially how we grow and get better. Lately, I've been using a lot of space for people around me, especially ones that I love and care dearly for. They want people, and it's just like I'm using space from them because I don't feel like we clicking in the same realm of life. I don't feel like our energies and our brain powers is matching like maybe they once did. And before I ruin, sabotage, or put a relationship or situationship in jeopardy of being hurt anymore, I'ma move around. I've found that to be a better solution for me, man. I'd rather find the words for you than me coming to you saying what's on my heart and you not being able to receive the message as it's intended. And in past times, I've done that. With people in my life I felt was important or hold value, I was bringing the wrong type of energy and conversation to them. So essentially, we would never get nothing across or nothing done anyway, because I came in bad from the jump. So before I continue to come in bad or any of that, I'm gonna give you space, right? And I'm gonna find the right words that way, because when I'm coming to you and, it's never meant to be disrespectful, harmful. I'm not blatantly, trying to, belittle you or put you down. I just would like to express myself to you and what I see from you and what we've been experiencing. I want to express that in a way you can hear it and take it in like I'm, pushing it out, instead of us not knowing how to communicate with each other, and we end up in a situation that neither of us intended to be in. So space is my new deal. I've been using it for a crutch, honestly, because if I'm not operating in the best mental space and you not operating in the best mental space, how much better we gonna get like that? What mountains can we move? What roles do we play? How can we impact somebody if we not operating at our highest self, right? So that to me is more important than anything. And I feel like for me to operate at my highest self and be the kind of person in people's lives that they'd expect or want me to be, I need my mental peace for that. And, in past times, sometimes I may or may not have put my mental peace or, my happiness, and that I put that on somebody else. I made that somebody else's responsibility, and I just found out, through experience, that that's not the best route to go. So I've been working on keeping that shit myself. I've been protecting it. I've been shielding it. It would be a shame for you to let somebody continuously penetrate your mental peace and your sanity, right? We gotta break that cycle. And hear me out when I say this. no harm or no foul in moving around, right? When you got people in your life that you love but can't get right, and you've exercised all that you could to move them, you gotta move, right? If they not moving, you got to. Because if we both stuck in first gear, we stagnant. We not getting nothing done. So I'ma move around, right? And before, like I say, I ruin or sabotage our relationship or situationship, I'ma find the words that I can say to you to where we can hold a conversation that you understand exactly what I'm telling you, what I'm saying to you. You can hear it, right? And that's where I've been at. Use space to recharge and rebalance and reprogram yourself, so that way when you come to people, you coming correct. Cause a lot of us don't come correct. I'm gonna keep it gangster. A lot of us don't. You know, from ages 15 to 30. It could be even older than that. It's older people that ain't, you know what I'm saying, necessarily got it all together. I ain't passing judgment, I'm just calling it how I see it, right? So instead of continuing that cycle, we gotta create a new wave. And the wave is, I'm saying, instead of throwing that shit away, just move around for a second, you know what I'm saying? And watch what it could do when you move around first and you gain your peace back and you get your balance back. And then when you come back to that problem or that situation, now the conversation's different. The vibe is different, the energy's different, because now you got yours up there. They still might not have theirs, right? And that's fine. That's life. Shit gonna be like that. But for as long as you got yours and you can exercise your message and put that on people, that's what you want to be doing, right? When they think about you and they think about the words that you're telling them, you want to make sure that shit stick, right? You want to make sure it landed and it hit somewhere in there to where they felt that. I'm saying there's too many of us that speak a lot of words with no substance or no value in them. And most importantly, speak a lot of words with no actions or great intentions behind them. So before, like I say, we continue that cycle, I'm gonna break that motherfucker. I'm gonna create a new wave, and hopefully I can introduce you into something that is gonna help you. And, you know, not just with yours, but the people around you's mental space, peace, their soul, you know what I'm saying? This world is about moving people. You wanna have any kind of impact, you gotta be able to move something. A mountain, a car, an idea, you gotta be able to push something, right? And if you can't push nothing, not to say you don't hold no value, but it's gonna be tough for you to fucking elevate. It's gonna be hard for you to grow if you don't know how to move nothing. So work on protecting what's important, getting back to the, you know, your basics of mind, body, and soul, and then you go from there. Peace.